Hi guys, how we doing? So time for a review on these little bad boys. These are the smart feeder cups from We Products. Now, after I did the review on the Universal Pro Bung that We Products also do, I had a lovely message from Wendy up there thanking me for the review. And she messaged me asking if she could send me some of these cups to do these little pots to do a review on them. So yeah, obviously, lovely of you to send them, Wendy. And of course, I said to her, I'll have a look at them, see what I think, and I'll get back to her. Now, just as a general rule, sort of, I've had a little think about how I'm going to do the page and stuff. I'm only going to sort of review stuff that I can honestly vouch for myself and that I'll use myself. So I'll always get stuff out and give it a good test and a good run out on the bank. So I've had these a couple of weeks now, two weeks or so. So I've had a chance to get out and fish a few matches with them and have a bit of a practice, just to give them a fair shout, really. Okay, so what are they then? They're just essentially like a little toss pot, really. You get two in the pack. You get a sort of a larger one, and then like a small mini one, really. And they both come with these little inserts. When I first saw them, when Wendy said she was going to send some out to me, I had a look on the internet and on the We Products website, and I just had a little look just to see what they are and stuff and what they look like. And if I'm honest, when I first saw them, when I saw the lids, like with this mesh on the inside, I just thought that's going to be potentially going to be quite brittle, and potentially snap off, sort of defeating the purpose of it. I was mistaken. When I got them and I had a look at them, first thing I did was I took them off, and I had a look at the lids. Now, believe it or not, they totally bend. There's so much movement in them, it's unbelievable. And the great thing about them is, not only does it keep all of your bait in when you're shipping out quickly, you don't even have to take the lid off. You can just literally push your bait through the mesh at the top, so it goes right in. You can even sort of, just as a demo, put the small one inside the big one, and everything's absolutely hunky-dory fine, you know, no dramas at all. So yeah, I've fished these down at Willenhurst a few times. I've pleasure fished with them, just tapping in a few pellets like on a long pole, just to give myself a good chance to ship out at a distance, just to see if the pellets were going everywhere in the meat that I was fishing. But it didn't. I was also a little bit hesitant about when I shipped out how my bait was going to come out of the pot. Would I have to start beating the end of my pole really hard and stuff like that? But it came out really well. Not a drama at all. The one thing that I spoke to Wendy about when I first got them on my pole, when I'm fishing a little toss pot like this or any type of pot, I always like to have it right at the end of my top kit, just to keep everything nice and accurate. Now, I've got a top kit here, and for me, for it to be nice and secure, it's sort of 3 inches, 3.5 inches maybe from the end of my top kit, which for me personally, I'm not a fan of. So I messaged Wendy. I didn't want to do the review without speaking to her first about that. And she came back with me straight away. She said, "Oh well, actually, we do also do a different insert to make it a little bit tighter for that reason." So she sent me out these. Now I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I just hold them up. This is the one that I got with it originally, and then I got this one sent out to me a few days later. So it's dead simple. You just pop that one out, pop the other one back in. Oh, he says dead simple apparently. And then when you stick that on the end of your top kit, just clips on. It's then dead nice and secure right on the end of your top kit. Perfect. That's solid. It isn't going to go nowhere. All right. These inserts then that come out of the little pot itself. It's quite hard to describe what it is. It feels like a foam, but it's got a sort of a plasticky feel to it. They're 3D printed, but it's yeah, it's like a plasticky foam, but it's not. It's really soft. It's not going to do any harm whatsoever to any of your top kits, so that's absolutely fine. This small one, then I use this just to fish for some just bits and bobs really, and I just thought, oh, this is just going to be perfect for winter F1 fishing when you just feed in 3 or 4 maggots maybe, and just to tap them in, and you'd literally be able to count them in as they splash through. I practiced, well, I didn't practice, I just tried them out shipping really quick with them, just to see what it was like for the pellets and the feed in the pot staying in when I was shipping, and it was absolutely fine. Admittedly there's a small amount, like 1 or 2 bits dropped out every now and then, but as a whole, really good, dead impressive. And it's so good just that you can just literally pop your bait straight through without having to take the lid off every 2 seconds. It just goes straight in, no dramas at all. I think they're retailing for about, I think they're £8. If you go on the Weed Products website, £8, and you get the 2. And there's another, I think there's another option on there where you can get 2 of each size, so you get 2 small, 2 big one. And what I'll do is I'll post a link in the comments for the website, so you can get on there and have a look and get some if you want to have a look. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I'll definitely use them, and you know, if you're using little toss pots quite a lot, have a look at them, see what you think. I definitely like them, and I'll definitely be carrying on using these for sure. Thanks very much. If you want anything else reviewed, I've had a few messages. Someone's, I can't remember the guy's name, he messaged me asking to do a review on my Reeve D36 Drennan Reeve D36 box. I'll get round to it. I've got a few little bits and bobs that I want to get done first. But yeah, another review next week. So keep posted, and I'll get that out as soon as I can. If you could just share the video, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be brilliant. I just want to try and get it out to as many people as we can. All right, cool. I'll see you next week. Thanks very much.